Alright guys, welcome to another video. Today I have 10 packs of 1994 Flair baseball. When I was a kid, about 15 I think, these cards were pretty hard to come by. I was able to get a few packs with my paper out money and was able to pull a Mark McGwire out of the few packs that I did get, and I fell in love with the design. I was able to open the other how many packs? About a little more than half the box, and looking back now, as a kid, I thought these were much better cards than they actually are. We'll get into that here in just a minute. The base cards look really gorgeous when executed properly, like this Tim Wallach and Jeff Blauser here. We got the really thick stock, super UV coated. But you see with the action shot overlaid with the closer shot, you get a nice effect on the cards. And when it's executed poorly, like with this Chris Hoyles here, it looks like those photos were taken maybe 10 seconds apart. And this Xavier Hernandez of the Yankees looks like it was taken from the same windup. You get kind of a lame look as opposed to those Blauser and Tim Wallach cards. And also the back of the cards has a super small font on the stats. I mean, you can't even really read some of those numbers. Like if I was taking a crap and looking at my stack of cards and I wanted to know how many times Tim Wallach walked in 1987 with the Expos, you can't even read it. So, but let's go over what I got star-wise on that first half of the box. The Wave of the Future inserts were 1 in 5 packs, so I actually bucked the odds because I only had 24 packs and I've already pulled 5 of them. But the class of players is pretty poor. We got Kurt Abbott. Design on these is pretty nice. Javier Lopez, that's the best one I could have possibly pulled, I think, if you saw the checklist. Steve Karsay, Rick White, and Dave Stanton. So stellar class of Wave of the Future cards there. The Outfield Power inserts, I've got 2 of those. I got Kirby Puckett and Dave Winfield, so I did pretty good there, 2 Hall of Famers. Although I don't know how much outfielding Dave Winfield did in '94. By then he was well into his 40s. It was probably more like DH power. And then here's the superstars that I got. I got 2 Glavins. There's another thing, is the amount of duplication in the half box that I opened is savage. I've got a stack of duplicates. It's almost as big as the stack of cards that I pulled. 2 Andre Dawsons. Jim Tomei. I don't care what anybody says. That guy did steroids. Manny Ramirez, I think we know what he did too. Frank Thomas, another DH power. Dave Winfield. See, that Griffey was another really good looking execution of the design there. The McGwire that I pulled way back in the day and I've got somewhere in a binder. And Barry Lark, apparently. Alright, so let's get right into these last few packs. One thing about the Flair too was the wrapping and packaging was second to none at that time. You had them wrapped in plastic right there. A little box you got to open up, and there's a Hot Numbers Will Clark insert right there on top. Those are 1 per box. That's pretty cool. Will Clark was my brother's favorite player, and I inherited all his cards when he passed away, unfortunately. So I will add that to his collection. And we got these wrappers that don't even want to open. It's going to be a long video if I can't even open the plastic. I did struggle with the box that I opened, or the packs that I opened too, so just have to start cutting them all. It's sticking to the UV coating. Alright, see what we get here. Brett Boone, he did steroids. Steve Buechele, that'll mark my 3rd or 4th Buechele. Another Jeff Blauser. Cecil Felder. These are all duplicates. I've already pulled every single one of these. Another Jim Tomei, another Becker, another Jeremy Burnitz, another Felix, Junior Felix. I love the double ear flap helmet. It always made you look like you were a minor leaguer. And a nice looking Will Clark Hot Numbers insert. Those are pretty nice looking. But all of those guys were duplicates. Alright. Keep going here. I should have a few more of those Outfield Power inserts. Gotta love that packaging. The 1994 Flair set was pretty weak with player selection. There's only a handful of rookies, and I mean just a handful, highlighted by Chan-Ho Park. And when Chan-Ho Park is your highlight, you know how good the rookie class is. Billy Hatcher, Ben McDonald, Chris Hammond, Mike Harkey, another Barry Lark, Glenn Allen Hill, Dave Justice, that's a nice looking one, John Jaha, Alex Hernandez, and Brian Harvey. Yeah, I loved these as a kid. They were some of the best looking cards I thought you could get. And the packaging, golly, gotta love that packaging. It's pretty sad to keep mentioning how good the packaging is, because the cards aren't as quite what you remembered them to be, but sometimes nostalgia can be that way. Eric Young, nice grunt face. John Smiley, Steve Traxel, the Crime Dog, he needs to be in the Hall of Fame. RBI Machine, that guy was. Jeff Bronke, Tim Raines, there's the Hall of Famer. Eduardo Perez, Dave Valley, Cal Ripken, it's a nice looking card too. And Archie Cianfranco. The Series 2 was set to release right when the strike started, and it was supposed to be really limited. They didn't distribute as many of them because of the strike. And it had the Alex Rodriguez rookie. And then as soon as the strike ended, a bunch of Flair Series 2 cards made it back onto the market. So imagine that. Looks like I got an outfield power insert there of Tim Salmon. Said it before, if you're an outfielder and you have the last name of a fish, you're going to win Rookie of the Year and play for the Angels. Tim Salmon and Mike Trout. Kirk Gibson, I don't think he's doing very well physically anymore. Matt Wallback, Stan Unibrow Javier, Rick White, oh there's one of the rookies. Phil Plantier, best super crouch batting stance of all time. Felix Fermin, Wayne Kirby, Terry Steinbach, it's a good looking card there. And Steinbach is one of those obscure steroid users. And David Hulse. I always mention the steroids because I think Major League Baseball's fishy with that. We'll use you to bring the game back and then crap all over you. The strike, I'm talking about the strike in the mid-90s, and then the home run binge in the late 90s to bring all the fans back. Real Cormier, Vince Coleman, Joe Carter, Barry Bonds, it's a nice looking card too. Nails, he's probably getting nailed now in the can. Will Cordero, Oral Hershiser, the Bulldog, John Edens, Cocaine Gooden, and another outfield power of Joey Bell, later to be known Albert. He just retired abruptly and at age like 33. Probably still could have played a few more years. Handful of packs left here. Let's see if I can pull that coveted Chan-Ho Park rookie card. Another Brian Harvey there. You're getting a good taste of the duplication here. I paid $15 for the whole box, so it's not like I invested heavily in it, but cards are really nice, and gotta love that packaging. Roberto Mejia, Hal Morris, Randy Myers, Ryan Klesko. Always remember him having like really detailed sideburns and beard when he would get it all trimmed up. Mark Kiefer, Ozzie Guillen, Bo Jackson with the Angels. Forgot he played with the Angels. Billy Hatcher, and Wave of the Future, Raul Mondesi. I'm really bucking the odds and pulling a bunch of those Wave of the Futures. This is supposed to be 1 in 5 packs, and I think I've pulled 6 now. Alright, 4 more packs. Another outfield power, Joey Bell. That's pretty sad when you're getting duplicates of the inserts in one box. Tom Hinkie, Greg Hibbard, rest in peace Phillips, Scott Leyes, Ron Darling, Orlando Merced, Will Clark base. I don't have that one, that's nice. Chris Bozio and Albert Bell base. I think that outfield power is a 10-card set, and to just get a handful in a box and pull duplicates, that's pretty crappy. I'm going to call Flair right after I make this video and voice my complaint. Let them know that whoever was doing the collation 24 years ago did a crappy job. Gary Sheffield. Marlins need to go back to those colors and unis. Those are nice. Bruce Ruffin. Reggie Sanders. Rhino, a Hall of Famer. And Greg Maddux back to back. Turner Ward. Darren Jackson. Greg Myers. John Valentine, and J. Bell. Alright, 2 more packs. See if I can pull another Albert Bell outfield power. Yet another John Smiley. I think that makes my 3rd one in this box. He doesn't want to reveal himself. Can't get it out of the package. Steve Traxel again. Fred McGriff again. Jeff Bronke again. Tim Raines again. Eduardo Perez. Dave Val again. Ripken again. Sheffield again. Outfield power of Juan Gonzalez, the super steroid user. Alright, last pack. I don't even think Gonzalez made the 500 home run club when he had, shoot, 250 before he was in his mid-20s. I think that's right. I have to double check Baseball Almanac. Last pack here. Mark Wallers, Cal Aldred, Kirk McCaskill, Jim Edmonds, Scott Bankhead, Jim Poole, Eric Davis with the Tigers, Marcus Moore, Mark Clark, and Todd Zeile. Alright, thanks for watching my video of Flair Series 1, and I'll have some more videos here pretty soon. See you next time.